Most videos about the Elms Hotel and Spa in Excelsior Springs, Missouri focus on one thing, the paranormal. And yes, this historic hotel definitely has its share of ghost stories, but the Elms is so much more than that. It's a luxury spa resort with over a century of history, modern amenities, and a unique vibe that's difficult to find anywhere else in the Midwest. So, in this video, we're diving into the top 8 things to know about the Elms Hotel and Spa, and we'll even throw in some bonus little perks to know about at the end of this video. Let's start with the Elms' legendary history. The Elms burned down not once, but twice before being rebuilt into the grand stone structure that we see today. Over the decades, it's hosted presidents, athletes, and even a few Prohibition-era gangsters. Its long, colorful past is part of what gives this hotel its character. Part of that character comes from the famous mineral waters. Back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, people traveled from all over the world to Excelsior Springs, believing the springs could heal everything from chronic ailments to everyday fatigue. Even President Theodore Roosevelt reportedly visited the springs seeking relief for lingering health issues and fatigue. His visit helped cement the Elms' reputation as the premier destination for wellness and healing. On election night in 1948, Harry S. Truman chose to stay at the Elms Hotel in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, instead of in Washington, D.C. He was relaxing in the mineral baths while the nation awaited the results. Nearly everyone expected him to lose to Thomas Dewey. The Chicago Tribune even printed the famous headline, "Dewey defeats Truman." But as the night unfolded, Truman pulled off one of the greatest upsets in U.S. political history, and it was at the Elms that he received word of his stunning victory. During the Prohibition era, the Elms wasn't just a spa retreat. It was also a hot spot for underworld activity. Legend has it that Al Capone himself used what is now known as the Truman Boardroom for late-night gin and high-stakes gambling sessions. The Truman Boardroom has a unique setup where it has windows on both sides, giving Capone a view of the lobby on one side and a view out the back on the other. Now, this was important because they could see if the cops were coming from either direction. The stories say that Capone's men, armed with Tommy guns, would just stand outside the door of the boardroom while the action went on inside. At number 2, we have the rooms with character. The rooms at the Elms are pretty nice, especially the parlor rooms. We found our room to be spacious, comfortable, and full of character. The historic vibe is part of the charm, but it's a blend of historic charm and modern amenities that make the parlor suites a great option. If you really want the royal treatment, book a parlor room on the 5th floor where they have private access to the Royal Concierge Lounge with key card access to the floor, complimentary beer, wine, and appetizers from 4 to 6 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. At number 3, one of my personal favorites, a resort-style pool with a cocktail bar. Now, here's something that's very, very rare for the Midwest. You've got a resort-style outdoor pool with a cocktail bar. It feels a little bit like you've stepped into a destination getaway right outside of Kansas City, Missouri. The pool is nestled into a courtyard with the historic Elms Hotel wrapping around it. It's got comfortable pool chairs, cabanas, outdoor games, and the previously mentioned pool bar. And it's got the largest hot tub that I've seen on this side of Calistoga, California. The hot tub, when it's full, is 6 feet deep. Not only is this style pool very rare for the Midwest, but the pool hours are unique as well, as the pool was open from 6 a.m. to midnight on our stay, with the bar opening at 10 a.m. This pool, with its amenities and the view of the Elms itself, helps make the Elms a special place in this part of the country. If you're enjoying this video, please be sure to give us a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the Travel Smart channel, as we offer videos of amazing travel destinations, not just in the Midwest, but all over the world. Coming in at number 4, we have the Tavern. For evening drinks, the Tavern is classy and elegant. A perfect spot for an evening cocktail before dinner or a nightcap. The Tavern is only open on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m., but I highly recommend checking it out. The atmosphere is amazing. The live music added an elegant charm to a speakeasy type vibe. If you enjoy old fashions, I recommend calling your own bourbon rather than going with their house old fashioned, as they like to use their own oaked version of Uncle Nearest Tennessee whiskey. I much prefer a quality Kentucky bourbon in my old fashions. But outside of that, the rest of the cocktails were fantastic, and the environment is fantastic as well. At number 5, we have the Three Owls restaurant. The on-site restaurant, Three Owls, serves upscale food with a creative menu. It's polished but relaxed, so you can enjoy fine dining without the formality. The food and cocktails were very good, and some of the decor was very nice. I will say it felt a little more casual than what I was expecting for a fine dining restaurant. There is some outdoor seating available as well, and in hindsight, that might have been a better option for our visit. But again, we did enjoy some great food and great cocktails as well. At number 6 is the Paranormal reputation. As I mentioned before, the ghost stories at the Elms are numerous. We did take the ghost tour on our stay, and the stories of the ghost encounters are pretty epic. Jay gives a really good tour. He knows the history of the hotel very well, and he shares his experiences along with the stories of others as well. We didn't experience anything out of the norm on our stay in terms of paranormal activity, but the tour is a great experience, even if it's just for the history of the hotel. At number 7 is the Spa and Wellness. The Elms is very well known for its spa. With 28,000 square feet of treatments, pools, and relaxation areas, it's one of the premier wellness destinations in the region. We didn't purchase any of the spa treatments for our trip, but the spa has amazing reviews and offers a wide range of spa services. For many people, this is what really sets the Elms apart and gives it an upscale environment. At number 8 is the indoor lap pool and grotto. The indoor lap pool and grotto at the time of our visit was under renovation, but this basement area is legendary, not only for its spa treatments, but also for those whispered ghost stories that are tied to it. We did get a chance to visit the indoor lap pool and grotto on a previous visit in 2020, and we were disappointed to hear that it was closed for renovations this time around. I'm going to leave you hanging on the ghost stories down there, but they're pretty good. You'll have to take Jay's ghost tour at the Elms for that one. And now it's time for a few bonus perks and things to know. Here's a small but thoughtful touch. While the rooms don't come with microwaves, you'll find them by the ice machines. Now, it would be great if they were in the rooms, but it's a nice touch if you want to heat up some leftovers from one of the on-property restaurants, or even some barbecue from Wabash Barbecue that's just close walking distance from the Elms. There's citrus-infused water in the lobby that's a nice touch. There was a mini fridge in the parlor room that we had. I don't know if they're available in the smaller rooms that they have, however. There are robes in the room that we saw several people wearing out to the pool or around the hotel. There are bicycles available to ride around the historic Excelsior Springs. I'd highly recommend visiting some of the local wineries in the area like Fence Still, Van Til, or Shamrock Hills, as well as checking out the downtown Excelsior Springs shops and restaurants. So, while the Elms Hotel and Spa may be famous for its ghost stories, it's really so much more. It's a blend of history, luxury, and resort atmosphere that makes it one of the most unique destinations in the Midwest. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this overview of the Elms, please be sure to like, comment, don't forget to subscribe to the Travel Smart channel, and as always, travel smart, my friends.